Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Ella and I am going to be doing my first book related video today. I have made a TBR jar and decorated it myself. I don't know, Ella's TBR jar. I got these prompts online. I got them off Pinterest. I watched other vloggers, or I guess now I could say booktubers videos as well, to get some interesting ones, unique ones that aren't just going to be boring. So fingers crossed I can get some prompts that aren't just the basic ones today. I've never done a TBR before. I usually just mood read, like I'll pick up a book and maybe finish it over a couple of weeks, which is terrible. Unless like I'm really digging the book, then I'll finish it really quick. I work full time as a nurse and generally work overtime as well. So I'm probably going to do 5 books, and even that's really steep for me. But instead of like coming home and watching the TV and stuff till we have dinner and then basically going to bed, I'm going to try and prioritize a bit of reading throughout my days, maybe going out to like a cafe, having some reading time. On my breaks at work, I can go and sit outside and have a bit of reading, sit in the sun, because usually I just sit in the staff room and talk shit. So anyway, first TBR jar. If you don't know what a TBR is, or a TBR prompt, I'll pop that definition up on the screen. But a TBR basically means to be read. So these are my books that are to be read, which I've got quite a few, and they're not all on the cart at the moment, because some of them, let's say for example, like Powerless, I've got the entire series, but I can't read the other books in the series till I've read the first one. So basically I've got the first book on the series, the next book of the series that I'm up to, all standalone books. So we will see what our TBR jar can get for us today. There's literally heaps of prompts in here, but because of how big the jar is, it looks like nothing. So hopefully, this is just extra. This is just me, I'm just extra. So of course it has to be a nice big jar. So anyway, let's get ahead and choose our first prompt. I'm so nervous because so many books on here I've been putting off reading, but anyway, we will see what we get. Alright, first prompt, a book picked by my bestie. Okay, I'm going to message one of my friends, one of my book friends, because a lot of like my besties aren't like into reading. I'll message one of my good friends and ask her to pick a book for me. Let's just take a photo. She's read my message. We'll see what she says. I don't know what she's gonna say. Let's have a look. I reckon she might say Flawless by Elsie Silver. She could say Wildfire. Maybe Better Than the Movies. The rest of them, I don't know. We have a very similar book taste. This is Asha that I'm talking about, one of my good friends. And, oh, she said Girl Abroad. Okay. Girl Abroad. I know this one's set in London. Yes, a girl gets an opportunity to study abroad for a year in London. It's a perfect chance to finally slip out from under the thumb of her beloved but overbearing retired rock star father. We'll see. So book number 1 on the TBR is Girl Abroad. Hopefully that one is good. Book number 2, or prompt number 2 I should say. So dramatic, but prompt number 2 is a book you think will make you cry. Ooh. Honestly, I think there's only one on here. 1,000 Broken Pieces. So the first book to this, 1,000 Boy Kisses, literally ripped my heart apart. I was sobbing. And this one follows on from this, like from the same family of the first book. I don't want to give it away because if I tell you what the first book's about, then that's a spoiler. But it's basically the sister of the girl in the first book and someone else. I really can't say much. All right, that's all I'm going to say. 1,000 Broken Pieces by Tilly Cole. I'm so excited to read this. Oh, but I'm not excited to cry. Oh my God, this is going so quick. All right. Prompt number 3. Ooh. A book with a fake dating trope. Oh, I'm going to have a look through. This was one that I wasn't sure if I was actually going to have on my TBR. Oh, this could be one. I can't get you out. Yes, this is fake dating. Okay. Funny story by Emily Henry. I feel like everyone got on this bandwagon when the book came out, but I haven't actually read any Emily Henry books. I've got heaps of them, but yeah, just haven't read any. So I've always been keen to read this. I know that they're not like interconnected or anything, so I can read them out of order, I guess. So at the back of this one says, Daphne always loved the way Peter told their story. That is until it became the prologue to his actual love story with his childhood bestie Petra, which is how Daphne ends up rooming with her total opposite and the only person who could possibly understand her predicament, Petra's ex, Miles. As expected, it's not a match made in heaven. That is until one night, while tossing back tequilas, they form a plan. And if it involves posting deliberately misleading photos of their adventures together, well, who could blame them? But it's all just for show, of course. But there's no way Daphne could actually start her new chapter by falling in love with her ex-fiance's new fiance's ex, right? This is a bit of a chunky book. Oh, but the words are like quite big, so I'm happy with that. Oh, it's literally only like 380 books, 380 pages. Oh my gosh. I've got a good TBR going right now. Okay, so far we have got the 3 books. This is coming out to be a very good TBR. I'm excited for the month of October. All right, prompt number 4. A book you don't think will be 5 stars. Honestly, I buy all of my books thinking that they're going to be 5 stars. I know nothing about these 3 books. I know Powerless has got a lot of like 5-star reviews, so I'm probably not going to choose that one. But there's this one, Where the Sleeping Girls Lie, or The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I think this is a YA thriller or mystery. Something along those lines. There's that one. Or there's also this one, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm going to pick between these 2. Let's read the backs. This is The Reappearance of Rachel Price. 18-year-old Belle has lived her whole life in the shadow of her mum's mysterious disappearance. 16 years ago, Rachel Price vanished, and young Belle was the only witness. Rachel is gone, presumed dead. The case is dragged up from the past when the Price family agrees to a true crime documentary. Belle can't wait for filming to end, for life to go back to normal. But then Rachel Price reappears and life will never be normal again. Lights, camera, lies. See, that sounds like really good. But I mean, I don't know if it's 5-star good, because I don't think I've actually ever read a mystery thriller kind of book. It's this one. And then this one is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So the case is closed. 5 years ago, schoolgirl Andy Bell was murdered by Sal Singh. The police know he did it. Everyone in town knows he did it. But having grown up in the same small town that was consumed by the murder, Pippa Fitz-Amodi isn't so sure. When she chooses the case as the topic for her final year project, she starts to uncover secrets that someone in town desperately wants to stay hidden. And if the real killer is out there, how far will they go to keep Pip from the truth? See, this one sounds less interesting. So this sounds less like a 5-star. I mean, it sounds good, but less interesting than the other. So I think this is going to be my next pick. So for a book that you don't think will be 5 stars, I'm going to choose A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. My last prompt. Should I do 2 more? I don't know. Let's just do this one. Right, prompt number 5. A book with over 30 chapters. You've done it now, Ella. Alright. Ooh. Chapter 50. Okay, there's one. That's got over 32. There's probably quite a few options for this. See, I love ones like this that are like, there's ones that are quite specific, and then there's ones like this that are quite, you know, you've got a lot of choice. Where else could I go? It's got 48. Oh my god, there's so many. 33. Oh my god. Alright, let's choose between these 4 books. So they're all very different. We've got Mile High by Liz Tomford. I've heard great things about this series, but I've been told that this book is like the shitty one, and then the other ones after that go really good. Some people have said that this book's 5 stars, so I don't know. So it's a hockey romance, and I love a hockey romance. That sounds good. An anatomy, a love story. So this one I spoke about in my last vlog actually. This is set back in 1817, and she wants to be a surgeon, and then she meets this guy called Jack that is a resurrection man. So basically they like team up, and when he's like digging up bodies and stuff of unmarked graves, she then practices like her autopsies and surgeries and whatever on them to study. But then they kind of start figuring these things out. Yours truly, Abby Jimenez. I read Part of Your World, and that book was amazing. 5 star. That book slapped. A novel of terrible first impressions, hilarious second chances, and the joy in finding the perfect match. Last but not least, Flawless by Elsie Silver. I know I have a couple of friends right now that when they're watching this, they'll be like, Ella, if you don't fucking pick Flawless, you're an idiot. So at the back, the rules were simple: keep my hands off his daughter. But now I'm stuck with her. There's only one bed, and well, rules are made to be broken. I'm the golden boy of professional bull riding, or at least I was until it all blew up in my face. Now my agent says I have to clean up my image, so I'm stuck with his bull-busting daughter for the rest of the season as my full-time supervision. But I don't need a goddamn babysitter, especially one with skin-tight jeans, a sexy smirk, and a mouth she can't stop running. A mouth I can't stop thinking about. She says this means nothing, I say this means everything. She says there are boundaries we shouldn't cross, that my reputation can't take any more hits, and neither can her damaged heart. I say I'm going to steal it anyway. I'm going to have to choose Flawless. 100% I'm going to have to choose Flawless. She's a thick TBR. No, 5 books is my limit for now. Sorry. Alright, my October TBR is lined up. Let's do a little recap of what we have. So the first prompt was a book picked by my bestie. So I chose one of my lovely friends, Ash, to ask because her and I, whatever, have like the exact same taste in books. Basically what's on my shelf is on hers. And she chose Girl Abroad, so that is the first one. My next prompt was a book that you think will make you cry, and I've got 1,000 Broken Pieces by Tilly Cole. My next prompt was a book that I don't think will be 5 stars, purely because I haven't heard much about it. I do know that this has just been made into a Stan or a Netflix series, so it must be good, but anyway, I chose A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. My 4th prompt, I got a book with a fake dating trope, and I've chose Funny Story by Emily Henry. And last but not least, a book with over 30 chapters. I've chose Flawless by Elsie Silver. So that wraps up my October TBR. I'm gonna have my work cut out for me. 5 books for the month of October. We will see how I go. I've also bought a journal and some stickers and things, so I plan on book journaling for a little bit. So hopefully this coming month I will update you guys on that and see how I go. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to subscribe so that you can keep up to date, I guess, with what I'm up to. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time.